wise people once said. Let's get this party started in here. Okay. Let me start the timer. Boom. Okay. Everything's ready to go. Now, I just need viewers. Once the viewers show up, then I can show off the fun. It took me a while to get ready this morning. I apologize, Mr. Griff. I was trying to look presentable. More than presentable. I wanted it to look nice. It's just one of those things I like to do. You know, it's partially your own fault. I wouldn't try to look so nice if I didn't like you. So there, haha. You know, he still hasn't told me the name he has for me yet. It's probably horrible person. Something awful. Awful. I'm sure of it. So, Coffee's not on yet, but when he gets on, we must wish him a happy birthday. Him or her. Actually, I'm not sure what gender Coffee is. Coffee Time, the player, I mean. We will wish them a happiest of birthdays, and then today will be in honor of Coffee, because Coffee is awesome. Alright. I might give one person a little preview before all the players come on. So let's go do that. This took me so much time to get this right, but it was so worth it. It was fabulous. It is fabulous. It is amazing, and I squeed the whole way down. What? Wait till what? Okay. All I was gonna do was show you, and no one else is here yet, so... Pulse it all. See, I have a player now. Now I can show you. So you guys know that 2020 contest we were talking about with J-Heart, which is due February 20th, and we need to use 20 items of one type and 20 items of another type. That is the contest that I've been working on, and I don't think you were here, Vosadal, yesterday, but I was actually... Coffee! Happy birthday, dear Coffee! Happy birthday to you! Today is in honor of my favorite drink, named coffee. So, there you go. So yesterday I finished it, and I was doing it for like an hour and a half on the oh gosh, that's awful. I was working on it during the stream yesterday for like an hour and a half, and I really got frustrated with it, and at some point I just had to stop. And then I decided to work on it after I logged off. I didn't even take a nap in the afternoon like I usually do after I take my meds. I just worked straight through and until dinner time. And in fact, even right after dinner, I went and sat back down again. But when I finished it, I was so happy, and it was perfect. I didn't think I was going to be able to do it. I was struggling with EHT because this is all really fiddly stuff, like really importantly fiddly, like directionals, like worrying about like what degree everything is. So the idea is using 20 tents and 20 waterfalls, I have created a giant water slide. And it is a freaking blast. I will do it real quick, and then the rest of you are welcome to come here and enjoy said water slide with target at the bottom, except I don't think I published the target for you guys yet. The lights are just lights to light it up, but water slide. Here we come. If I can get up there. Whee! Oh no! Splat! I got stuck on the bottom. I've got to publish that. I've got to publish that so that people can. Oh, I did get stuck yesterday. I wonder what that's. And I did it like a whole bunch of times. I don't know why that time I got stuck. But let me share. Publish community. Confirm. No. Confirm. Okay, I'm gonna reload UI so that we can do so you guys can see the target. Because I just think the target's kind of awesome. Oh, little things that please me so. It's better in the day where you can see everything, but geez, that was such an accomplishment. Like, I am not a math person. I am not at all a math person. So this took a lot of work. Thank you. I did. I missed the splat landing. I think it was because when I jumped up on the waterfall to get up there, I think I kind of like went off angle when I was jumping, but that shouldn't happen to most people. I can also just tweak the top waterfall so that you guys get on it a little better. Thank you. That was really hard. That took a lot of work. And here's the thing, it wasn't just yesterday, and this is why I want people to start practicing with EH2, because it wasn't just yesterday's work. It was also like at least another house's work, like of, when I was learning how to use EHT and learning how to do spirals and learning how to do all these shapes and the degrees and everything, there were 2 houses that I worked on that took days and days and days because I didn't understand the degrees. I basically had to reteach myself all of this kind of stuff, like, degrees and yaw and pitch and, all of that kind of stuff. Roll. I had to reteach myself that because I never really paid attention to it much growing up. It was never important to me because I hated math. So it was like, those 2 houses, building those 2 houses over days, if not weeks, taught me what I needed to know to do this properly. So, unfortunately, I couldn't make the water go along the bottom of the, along the tents because of physics. It didn't. Thank you. Because I couldn't, because I didn't get the physics right. I mean, it's not my fault the physics weren't right, but the physics weren't right. So you guys are welcome to come here anytime you want for fun and profit, mainly for jumping off of things and having a blast. But we're going to do it again. I'm going to make sure that if I get stuck again, I'm going to fix that. I'm going to fix that first step. It's a doozy. And thank you to May Johnny, who, when I finished it yesterday, I begged May Johnny to come and look at it and test it for me to make sure it worked right. Yeah, this could just be me being stupid. Whee! It works perfectly! Come on! Whee! Splat! I did it! This is the best! Yeah, so the physics are a little bit wrong because of the waterfalls, but I couldn't do anything else. So it's more like a car wash. Then it's like a waterfall going down because, unfortunately, it's just the physics doesn't work right. But it is fun, and you're all welcome to come and visit because it's a blast. I told J Hart it was done. I didn't tell him what I did, and I told him that it is glorious. It's a blast. So you're going to have to use either the hub or Port-a-Friend to come to this house because it's not published. It's not an open house because I don't want J Hart going to it and spoiling the contest. So you're gonna have to use either one. Yes, that splat landing is just the best part. Like it's just so much fun. That target, I got really lucky with that target because I put that target up and it was immediately in the right spot. Like I didn't even have to tweak it. I didn't even have to move it to the right or left. It was absolutely perfect. I was just so lucky. So I'm so happy. Small victories in my pathetic life. But it was definitely fun. I hope that I told Cardi about it. Hopefully he'll get on and he'll have some fun with it too, because he's partially responsible for this. I couldn't have made this without him. This was all Essentials Housing Tools, again, in case you didn't notice. This was hard work and Essential Housing Tools. All right. That's going to be a blast. Thank you. I am kind of excited. It was quite the accomplishment. It really was. I've always felt very insecure and embarrassed about my math abilities. So just the fact that I figured that out on my own, it took me a long time, because I said to you guys on the stream yesterday, I was like, this is going to take me forever because I am not a math person. I'm going to have to tweak things. I'm going to have to figure it out. But I did it. Also, I contacted Garnutnut, and they said, oops, their permissions were off, and please do come visit their Hall of Lunar Champions. So that is currently, I'm going to go there now as the rando. So I'm super happy, and I can't wait to show it off. I can't believe I have to wait till the 20th for the contest. Jesus. I want him to see it now. I'm so excited about it. I want him to see it now. Thank you. Yeah, I was really... You did! Do you want to show it off or no? Do you want to wait for a contest? If you want to wait for a contest, I understand. But, oh my gosh. This is beautiful. Garnutnut. Ah, yes. It's not for a contest. Okay, can I see it after this? Are you NA or EU? You're NA, aren't you? And besides, it's your birthday. I have to look at whatever you want me to look at, because it's your birthday. That makes it... Yeah, I'll come right after this, promise. Look at this. I don't have even heard of this person, Garnutnut, which means that they may be new to building, and look at what a fabulous clutter job they did. So real quick, I'll just tell you. Yesterday... Oh, your arena house. Well, there is a contest for the arena coming up. I'll put the link up. You can submit it. I can still look at it, but there is a contest for right now for arenas. That happens. Here, that's J Heart's contest link. The last one is arenas. I haven't started on arena yet. So yeah, yesterday I was so bummed out about what's going on in the world that I was sending my friend, my friend Griff. I was sending him, oh, it's not an arena? Okay. I sent him messages like, please give me hope. Please help me feel better. Please, I'm feeling so helpless. I'm so depressed about what's going on in the world. Give me hope. He must have been asleep. I was sad. So I was in a really sad mood. And so this cheers me up so much that I get to share this with you guys, because it's such a blast. So I guess, I cheered myself up in the end, but hey, if Griff, if you have any insight that will make me feel better about things, then, governmentally, my positions, I would appreciate it. Look at all this clutter. This is amazing. So they took 4 tables. They couldn't fit all the clutter on one table, so they took 4 tables and they mushed them together and then put all of this clutter on there. And that's amazing because, even in real life, I'm not a cluttery person. Like, I don't usually have a lot of stuff. Like, what I have in the background in this room is actually intentional to keep interest going, to have people, to make the background interesting. But generally, I'm more of a minimalist. So, yeah. Oh, wait, crap. I forgot to write down that I started Garnutnut. Let me write that down. Garnutnut Lunar, 12 minutes in. Okay. Yes! Do it! The farm? Yes, she just announced yesterday the contest for the next month is going to be a farm. I have a farm. It's crappy, so I'm going to redo my farm. Which actually, I like that idea because it means I get to redo something I wasn't happy with. Nice feast. And yet not really destroy a build because most of it will stay. I just have to improve it. And I have an idea for it. All right. So, we've got vegetables and fruit. And cooking place. Is that an actual cooking fire? That is. Do I need anything? I have dubious. I could use a long fin. As you can tell, all this is what I sell a lot of times. Man, okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you the absolute truth. And I was really scared about this. So I dropped $1 million. Oh, I just thought oh, maybe because you came on before I published it, Bilsado. It should show up for other people, but thank you. I'm glad you did it. Sorry. Anyway, I kind of want to do it all up like, you know, you must be this tall before you come, you know, with an NPC and have like a little sign, Serevi, with you must be this tall and all that. Garish, all the good people. I am very good this morning because I fixed my, no Brussels sprouts. I did not see Brussels sprouts. Because I actually finished my water slide. And it is a blast. I'll show it again after this house because it's such a blast. But it took me all day yesterday. I was like struggling with it. But I finally got it perfect. It's exactly where I wanted it to be. Garnoot noot. Alright, so here's where we fight. Yes, that's my entry for the 2020 contest, for J Heart's 2020 contest. Is there something down there? I think no. I decided to use 20 waterfalls. Yeah, I dropped bank on this. And 20 orcish tents. And I made a water slide. And it's so much fun. I put a target at the end, too. So you can splat up against the wall. It's such a goofball. Yeah, I went to college. I went to law school. I busted my ass to pass the California bar, the hardest bar in the country. Practiced for 10 years. What's my accomplishment? Building a fake water slide out of pixels. That's my accomplishment. Oh, God, I'm so pathetic. It's funny. I did have fun with it. You know, oh, that's a clever way of using that. Interesting. Yeah, I do. I mean, I'm a goofball. That's just the way it is. I mean, you got to take your successes where they come, even if they come someplace stupid. So we got our treasure. Oh, look at the pretty garden. Yeah. Let me put on my light because it's still night out, and so it's hard to see anything, but we've got a lovely garden. Ah! I'm lagging a little. I apologize. Alright, and so we've got a little meal area. Oh, look at the, you know, the very deliberate wine placement, and they all match and everything. It's kind of neat. So, I guess this is just my hobby, this game, but it's become a little bit more of my life, and I'm a little embarrassed about it, but... Oh, you do? Okay, in which room? In the room I'm in, or the room you're in? Let me show off my slide one more time. Oh, okay. Let me show off my slide, and then I'll come to your house. I just want people to see the slide, because it's so exciting to me. I'm not apologizing for myself, but I am aware that, like, how the mighty have fallen. From, like, there was a time where my argument before the appeals court, which I haven't recorded somewhere, because they record all the arguments before the appeals court in California. That was my big crowning achievement of my life, and I had it. I mean, the case in the end, eventually we won it. And there was like $1 million+ damages against the other guy. Yeah. So that was used to be my crowning achievement, was arguing before the appeals court. But now, now my great achievement is building pixels. So there you go. So here we go. This is my water slide. Everyone, you are all welcome to have fun with it. Whee! Right into the target. Splat! I'm such a goofball. That makes me so happy. All right, Coffee, are you in your home? Can I come to you, or should I? Isn't that great? It's like so worth it. It's a lot of fun to do. You're all welcome to come and play with it. You're not in your home. Which house is it? Tell me, is it Ellen here? Is it? I gotta come to see it. Coffee time. Thank you. You know, I have just a little bit of joy somewhere. It's not everywhere in life. Like, my life has been stupid hard lately, so you gotta take your happiness where you can. And that makes me happy. Okay, Ellen, here it is. Little things make me joyful. I actually, a lot of things make me joyful. I don't want to be a depressed person. I get depressed, but I don't want to be. Oh, great. It's so much fun to do. Griff, I wish you played the game because you would enjoy it. It's just fun. It's just fun. Stupidness. Stupid silliness. I love that I made it the angles are just right so it doesn't actually, you don't veer off. That took the longest time. So, all right, we're in Ellen here. This is Coffee Time's house. This may be the first house I've seen of yours, Coffee Time, because I don't think you publish it to EHT, so this might be the first one. And this is your Ellen here, and you've used Mark Meyer to block off. And remember, everyone, today is Coffee's birthday, so this is his day, his or her day. I actually don't know your gender, so whatever your pronoun is, feel free to tell me, and I'll use it. How beautiful that is. Okay, let's look at housing. Can't keep that level of joy up constantly. I gotta start getting a little depressed. So you've used, is this just the shard piece, or did you buy another item to do this? Like, is this the light that we got for the achievement? Because that's really neat. Up we go. You must have bought more, because there's a second one. Or maybe you bought multiple achievement items? How did you do that? Yes. Oh, hidden treasure. I need to loot that. This is neat. Akatosh. I'm getting totally turned around. I know it. Look at how many of these you have. You must have done something with them. Bought multiple somehow. I don't know. I guess you could buy multiple of the achievement item, but it's like... Okay. That makes sense. Crystals. We've got a crystal cave, like you said. And the ponies! Can I break this? Can I break this? No. So the crystal pony cave. This is awesome. And so I kind of like the idea that, I may be wrong about this, but I kind of want each pony to have their own little item up here. It just kind of like, the thought of it makes me kind of happy. I believe it, with all those crystals. It's beautiful, though. And room to grow, should you get more ponies. And, so you've got another one like that. That's a cool pony. Hello, Cromwell. I kind of want their names, like, over it, if that was at all possible. I don't think it is. Oh, nice. Tribute to Sheo. And the moon fountain. Oh, wow. This was expensive. This is definitely expensive. I bought one of those, and I can't believe how much they are. They're really too expensive, but I get it. It's a money sink. What are you going to do? At least it's only gold and not real money. This is beautiful. It's like a little enchanted... And you know, I hate this house normally, so you've done something lovely with it. You could always buy more, can't you? They're usually up on the sales things. Wow. That does not sound fun. I believe it. I believe it. Just that one piece alone is a fortune. Wow, and it keeps going. Like, I thought the Crystal Cave would be the end of it. Hey, Vathi. But it's not. And Griff, by the way, I did not forget the fact that you have not yet cheered me up about the future. I'm holding out hope that you could say something to me to cheer me up about it. Because Lord knows I need it. All right. So here we go. We have a very detailed bar area. That's true. That's true. Oh, yeah, you spent a lot right here. Unless you found that. That rolling pin is not cheap. It's like 80K. Was more even earlier. Okay. Lovely. Lovely clutter. A little sitting area. I never know which way to go. I love that table. That table is part of my chocolates. Okay, so you blocked off the back. I like that. Anytime somebody, like, makes it clear where I'm supposed to go, it pleases me. I know J Hart says that a lot, but it's honestly the truth. It's always, like, I always really appreciate when people block off where I'm not supposed to go, because otherwise I'll spend all this time walking through areas that have nothing in them. A little bit of pocket change. And drakes. Aren't those the drakes from the set? Are they drakes? I forget what they're called. Hey, Nestarish, how are you? And Benevolent Bowed! For any of you who were not here a moment ago, this is Coffee Time's house, and it is Coffee Time's birthday, so they're getting my attention today. Besides, their coffee, they always get my attention. Yeah, I appreciate this. Thank you. Drakes. I think they're called drakes. Like, and you know what's funny is that, do we even have drakes in ESO? Or in Elder Scrolls? I don't even know. Alright, down we go. Is this back into the cave? Did I go back into the cave? Oh, you can't. Can you get through here? Are you supposed to be able to get through here? I don't know if you're supposed to be able to, but I did. Was this a mistake? Should I not have gone this way? Have I made a terrible mistake? Yes, I've made a terrible mistake. I'm never getting out of here. Forever and ever and ever. All right, I'll use H or F5 and get back to the beginning. That's funny. But yeah, and for those of you who didn't see it, because I know a lot of people came in after, the main attraction of this house is the Crystal Cave, the Crystal Pony Cave. So, okay, here we go. Let's get to the Crystal Pony Cave. I'll show it to you real quick again, and then we'll go. But Crystal Pony Cave, isn't it beautiful? It's like a stable for magical crystal, stable for ponies. Isn't it beautiful? Pristine. Thank you. All of the ponies in a beautiful crystal cave. So, there we go. All right. Oh, crap. I did it again. I'll let it run. I forgot to track when I went to whatever house. I'm such a spaz. So let's talk about contests as we do. There's so many updates that I have to add to my list. First things first. Tomorrow, DDA's J'adore l'amour vraiment, I don't know how to say that properly, is due. So make sure you send your stuff to Woobin if you are a person who wants to enter that. The next one is the 2020 challenge, which is my water slide. So that's due February 20th, pretty obvious. DDA Magic is a Witch. Oh, have fun. February 22nd is due. And then I need to add, we now have a new contest for Housing's Finest, which is the farm, the monthly build contest. Thank you for the follow, for the host. Jeez, that's no joke with you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. You have a nice following. So, February build contest for Serafi's Guild, Housing's Finest Builders. I appreciate it a lot. Is build a farm. So that'll be due February 29th at 10 p.m. So let me add that to the list. Build a farm. Feb 29th. Okay. Now, I'll show you what I'm starting with for that, and then we'll look at somebody else's house, but this is my Sleek Creek. Now, farms, we can talk a lot about how to build farms. Farms aren't too bad to do. EHT can be a real help with farms because of the fact that otherwise it's you got to use a lot of slots to make dirt. But there are things to use that you can make dirt. I think the best one to use is the Clockwork rubbish piles. If you flip them upside down, they actually look like dirt. Those are pretty much the best actual items to use, I think, for dirt. Now, I used the EHT dirt, which, looking back, I probably could have done this a lot better than I did. But here's some tips. This will be redone because I did this as this was my first contest house. And I've been doing contests for a lot longer than that now. The second thing is, that's the scarecrow you can get from the quest line in Clockwork. But see those crows circling the scarecrow? There is actually a... what would it be under? I guess the witch's scarecrow? Yeah, the witch's scarecrow is the one with the crows around it. But if you just want to put crows around something, you can just bury it and the crows will still fly around it. So that's the tip for how to do that. Thank you, Coffee. You make me so happy. Little things in life, right? You gotta take your joy. Why did this change colors? This is now white? This was not white. This was more yellow. Now it is not yellow. Wow, something's wrong with my coloring, I think. Let me turn off my... Yeah. No, it looks like something's wrong with it. I gotta redo it anyway, so I'll just delete it. So this was hay. It doesn't look right the way that I did it. And then I have some real animals and some are EHT because in order to make it Charlotte's Web, you need more than just, the number of animals that you can actually have in a house. So I put others in order to, add to it. Okay. So yeah, this was Charlotte's Web. I'm going to change it up. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with it, but a cow, of course. Moo. The cow, of course, was before we had these cow things in EHT. So I hid J-Heart. I hid him right here. And so he was the stand-in for the cow. Cow, of course. Oh my god. I used to put Easter eggs in my house for him to just find, and it cracked me up. Another thing you could do for a farm, I have another option for you in case you're curious. Is Dawn my dog shadow? But, I needed a cow. So I'm going to change that farm. I think I'm going to grow non-food. I think I'm gonna grow something weird shit. As weird as I can think of. Because I'm so bizarre. I want to do a twist on it. Or maybe I have to do a real farm. Do I have to do a real farm, Serafi? Or can I do a take on it? Like a magic farm or something. I'm curious. Because I'm a weirdo and I like to do weird things. Yeah. So there's a lot of contests going on. So here's what I did for another farm. Ideas for this contest for you. Or if you just want to build a farm. You can't really tell all that well, but I did a vineyard. Okay. It will be a farm. It's just going to be a weird farm. That's true. That's true. I'd forgotten about that. She did a total riff on that. But this is something you can do with grapes. If you want to do a vineyard, you can always fake it with ivy, the grapes themselves, and I like the Argonian trellis because it's a trellis. Yes, I'm going to do a weird farm. I just don't know what I'm going to grow yet. So I wanted this to be moon sugar, but at the time we didn't have that moon sugar set yet. So I used all the bamboo I had from, gosh, what was it? Where did I get this? It was from a different house. It was a different house that I bought, came with all this bamboo. So I used it, and then I used the fake dirt, and then these are upside down bladders, like Bosmer bladders. So you can use that as like lumps of dirt. It was just it was me trying it out and trying to see if it worked. And then for NPCs, you also has you can use, there's a farmer who's like raking. If you feel like doing that, that's a way to deal with it. So lots of farm ideas. I can't remember which it was, Coffee. Something came with bamboo. I know I didn't buy it. I know I got it from a house. I'm not sure which one. I have to look it up. But this was the interior, so this isn't really like a farm or anything, but I figured you might want to see the interior as I'm running through this quickly. This was my Khajiit entry. And it was perhaps my second attempt at doing something fully reskinned. Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm actually really happy to hear that. So this was my second reskin attempt, and I think it came out okay. I like the colors, the butterscotch and the dark red. I think they really work pretty good. Let me see. I don't think I have any other farmy type stuff, but we can see. Boulder tree. Farm. Just give me a moment. Thinking. I think I have a little something at my Forsaken that we can look at. Forsaken was my Orc Party entry. I don't know what I'm going to do when I run out of houses. All right. So here's an idea, another idea for farms. Chicken coops. If you have chickens on your farm, chickens live in coops, or at least they have coops. You know, they peck around and do their thing, but they also usually have coops. So I built a chicken coop in my Orc Party house. So you can see all I did was use those boxes from cargo boxes. They're really easy to get. Oh, who'd you use, Dee Dee? So that's just an open crate. It looks like one for a chicken, and then I put a bed underneath it with hay. And then I've got all the EHT chickens, and this is just pumpkins for growing. And then over here I have a cow. Just a cow hanging out. So it's not really a farm, so to speak, but there are some farmy elements. And then these are houses that you can go in because I'm weird and this is what I do. I actually build little towns because I need mental help. But I have to say, I loved this build. I loved making a town. It was just so much fun to... And of course, these are the poor people, and then it's sad. I wish I had a different idea for it, but I really wanted to show that, like, the inequality, social justice inequality of poverty versus wealth, because this house is over the top, and you've got, you know, the really wealthy person, hey Kriya, with all of their abundance, you know. Oh, this used to have a feast on it. I need to put the feast back at some point. It's in my Christmas house right now. And the band. The band is playing music. And there's ping pong. This is one of my favorite builds of all time. The goat playing the piano. I giggled for so long building this. I mean, while I was building, I was giggling. Because it was so silly. I'm like, the frog collar with the duck doing it. I'm just like laughing so hard. And I can just picture this pony like kicking the gong with its back feet. I just think that, like, when you're building and you're laughing at what you're building, you're doing okay. Because it's like, you know what? I don't even care if I lose. I'm having a blast. I'm just laughing my butt off at this. And then I made a bowling alley, and then this is just a board game that I created. And so people are having a good time. Now, this is something that should have not happened. He changed the way books worked. All right, so let me fix this. What I wanted this to be was something about orcs. So, here we go. Old orcs and their tusks, whatever, done. So, what I want you to see when you come in here. Now, let's say you haven't found that book, Orcs and Their Tusks, right? You haven't found it. But if you come over here, you'll still see read Orcs and Their Tusks. Oh, I wish we did, but we don't. Because, you know what? The sad part is that the reader has to have discovered the book. They have to have it. And if they don't, then they won't be able to see anything. You can write, like you could write with text, but it would take a lot of work to make it look like it's something. Like, I'll show you. And then I'll just delete it. Add text. Consoles. All right, right. You see this? This you could do. Yeah. I mean, you could type it like blah, cheat paper, whatever. You could do that, right? That's text. They will be able to see this, but there's a limited amount of space that you can do. So you would have to do separate lines probably. It doesn't keep going. But then, yeah. I've done this on the cover of a book, but it's really hard to read when you make it super small. So you could get it, you could do it. You could like cobble it together, but I think you're thinking of the sign at the beginning. There was this big sign that the person made that referred to how to all do the different things. Gosh, who was that? I can't remember. But I know, I think I know the house you're talking about. But, yeah. Come now, load. I had such an anxiety attack last night about being sad, so I'm really happy for the happiness today. Like, I really needed this. Yeah. So I ended up taking some CBD gummies. I have Valentine's Day CBD gummies. They're shaped like little hearts because I'm a goofball. And it really worked. Like, it calmed me down enough that I could fall asleep. Yeah, you know, the news was terrible last night. I'm not going to get into it, but I'll just tell you the news was so bad that I was kind of having a bad anxiety attack and panicking, and I really just wanted to calm down, and I couldn't. I couldn't even go to sleep. So, oh my lord. Wow. We got some stuff going on here. Let me fix the lighting. That is not what I want to do. Okay, that's what I want to do. Goodness. We got us some torture here. Not really my thing, but you never know. Okay. Abner Tharn has a hat on that I kind of love. That is kind of amazing. Yeah, I'm on drugs for it. Hey, I'm a Nord. I, jerk. Screw you. I'm going to break you. Wow. That's enough for now. Wouldn't want you to strain anything. That sounds exactly like my Professor Griff. He would say something like that to me. He would say, that's enough for now. I wouldn't want you to strain anything. Because he's that kind of a guy. Mean. Yeah, they're really hard. My sister has them. My parents have them. I was doomed from the very beginning to always have them. So we've got, oh, wow. Something going on up there. Isn't that supposed to just be Hugh? Like, of Hugh's Bane? Like, who is that statue supposed to be, if I can remember correctly? I think that's just Hugh. So, it's weird that the dragon would be attacking that. But interesting. And I guess it's just the right size. Is this a telescope? Or just a... Is it just supposed to be a statue? Like, I don't get it. There's a lot going on in here. I like it. It's interesting. No effects, 503 items. And it looks like they've done most of the cool stuff with, yeah, okay, that other one was just a statue, not a telescope. We've got science-y stuff going on. Yes. They were bound to like you, Griff. You're a very likable person, even though you're kind of mean to me. In fact, that might make you more likable, is that you're mean to me and call me a piranha face. Because I clearly have a piranha face. Yeah. Okay. There you go. So I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. Maybe a spaceship or just a machine. Maybe I'm reading too far into it. I tend to do that. I love the view in this house. It's a house I would like to have, but I would probably build everything outside of the house. You know what I mean? Like, I would end up putting everything out front rather than building within the house proper. Which is a shame, because there's some cool stuff in the house proper. Nothing like having a crush on your professor when you're 19 and like thinking he's the hottest thing since sliced bread, to 20 years later being friendly and him calling you a piranha face. You know, it's like, damn it. You were so cute, and it's like, and you think I'm a piranha face, you know? I'm so glad that I've risen to the level of something you would find attractive that way. Great. Uh-huh. Piranha face. Whatever. 19-year-old me was clearly deluded. Deluded. So yeah, this is all these things are done without effects. These are all just items, and that's really clever, because it's like, I'm curious to know what's coming here, because this looks like an arena to me. I wonder what happens when you switch the switch. Too bad I can't even interact with it. Aw, thank you. See, you're blind. Ha. Oh, he's all right. I just think that, or unless you mean me, I'm not aging well. I'm not. So stipulated. So let's go down by the creepy guy. Whoa. Wow. Whoa. What's going on here? What does that say? Space. What? What, that you're blind? Oh! Blind Stargazer. I didn't even get it. You took me a second. Alright. No, he's still a good-looking guy. It's just, it's irrelevant at this point, but he is still a very good-looking guy. It's just, you know, I am a piranha face. Sad. This is, I can't get in here because this is unlimited visitors, so I can't click things, which sucks. But this is kind of scary, guys. I'm a little scared. I don't know what to do. What's gonna be in here? Well, I was like, you know, there's no way they could follow up that kind of destruction and mutilation, but I think I was wrong. Is this a face? This looks like a face. It says space. It said space. Pale? I thought it said space. Let me go back out. Because this is, the guy's name is so spaced. So it makes sense to me that this guy's name would be, he would have put his name in it. But I see S-P-A-C-E. That's what I think that says, space. And I think that's because it's his name. His or her name. What can I say? You are the best looking amoeba. Then again, I haven't seen very handsome amoebas. So I guess I'm not saying much. But this looks like a face to me. Okay, bye, Nistarish. Sorry you have to go back to work. I should be working too, but screw it. So what's in here? Oh, they're gonna, oh, somebody's gonna kill me. Alright, I'm saying this is a face. I'm calling it as a face. That's as good an idea as any, Blind. I think that's the best possible thing I could guess. I mean, you know as much as me. I mean, maybe there's more to it, but I just can't get into this section, you know, to tell you. This looks like this is the bank anyway, so I'm not really sure, but it's interesting. Other plant type things. Oh! Those are the ones that change colors? Or what? The one that goes poof and the light comes out like that? I think that's the Meridia orb. Let me see. I'm looking it up. I think you're thinking of this sucker. Let me link it to you. I think you're thinking of that stone. And that's the replica cursed orb of Meridia. And you can change the colors of those. But you have to do the dungeon in order to get it. So that's what I'm thinking. Alright, what was the other thing I was looking at? To see what I could show you for plants. Stay moist, trident. Gosh, I'm even forgetting what I have anymore. Forget it. I'll just go to somebody else's. I have people I need to visit to fix things. I got messages from people. Yeah, check it out. Click the link I put and tell me if that's the one you're talking about. Ow. Yes, probably. 322 effects, but I can't go. I'm blocked. Oh, they fixed it. Oh my gosh. I'm so happy. You know what? I was dragged through it. Some people can practically solo it, so I wouldn't worry too much. Yeah, you don't have to do that or anything. I mean, if I manage to get through it, you're going to get through it. Don't worry. Just pug it or something. Go pug it as DPS and no one will expect much from you. Whoa. Whoa, I'm lost. Dritzt's treehouse. Aw. Okay, so we got a 322 effects in here. This is going to be crazy. And this is moon sugar. Look at it already. Greetings. This is still under construction. I don't know. For under construction, this is already pretty nice. Let me just use my people here. This place is a tribute to Cardi's awesome work in EHT. Aww. I love me some Cardi. There's so many reasons why, but I can't marry Cardi. It's too bad. I like him so much. I'd marry him right up. Except I'm not quite his taste, if you know what I mean. And he's taken. Sadness. But he's a good friend. So, Drit's treehouse. We have... Ooh, yeah, I don't know. I gotta be dragged at some point. Twantle. So, can anyone help me with this? Is this just grass really dark? Like, is this the texture? Because it's so dark that I'm having trouble telling which texture it is. My guess is it's grass, and it's turned all the way to darkest green. I can't really tell. And then, okay, so one of the things that I really love, I know I'm taking this slow, but fuck it. You know, what else are we going to do? That's what I'm thinking, Coffee. There's something I really love about trees that go fully arched over you in real life even. Like that I think is so peaceful and beautiful. When you're on a road that's so old that the trees over it are meeting and are old and just full of leaves and everything. It's like being in your own personal cave. And this reminds me of that. It's always a thing that I always notice and pay attention to. Is that Sunspire you're talking about? VSS Vet Sunspire? Is that you need to do that to get the dragon metal thing? I guess. I don't know. So, I don't know which way to go, so I'm sort of guessing here, but yeah. Look at the deer. I bought this too. It's a sweet little animal. Yeah. Okay, so oh wow. There's a whole building up here. There's a lot going on over here. So, okay, let me give some credit to Silver Rose here. And this is no joke. You see you can kind of see some of the seams here between the different sections of the grass. There's a reason for it. Textures like this go, hey, Eula, go flat. They're flat. So what happens is the floor is not flat. Oh no, am I doing that for everyone? Am I doing that for everyone? Ah. But the floor isn't flat. So what happens when you get over here and it's higher or lower? You know, it's just you're either gonna it's just gonna disappear. You're not going to have a texture over here. So what they did is they added another texture lower down or higher up or whatever it is to fill it out. You have the floor otherwise, like let's say you're right here and you're putting that grass down and you make it bigger, bigger, bigger. Well, when you get over to this seam right here, that one, there wouldn't be any texture going out this way at all. It just wouldn't exist. It would have cut off right there and that's all you'd see. So they're adding a second panel, you know, to go with the curvature of the ground. But let me tell you something. This is flippin' hard. What they have done here with all of these seams is actually really stupid hard, and because of the base game and the way that the base game will flicker if you have any sort of overlay, you know, like if two effects are overlaying each other on the same level, sometimes it'll flicker out. This person has done a phenomenal job of avoiding that. This is really impressive. Some people say that, you know, it's cheating to use EHT and it's easy to use EHT. It's not. It has its own set of problems and its own set of issues that we've got to deal with when you use it fairly often. This must be storage. This must be in progress, but see, this is easier. See, she's made a flat ground. By putting these panels here, she's created flat ground, and now she can spread out the parquet so that there is no flickering, there's no seams. And I often do this too. It's like I'll just redo everything with a new surface so that it's flat. You know? That's what I'll do. So I really am impressed with what they've done. Good job. So now let's go into the freestanding structure over here. Oh my goodness. I'm sad that Silver Rose has had me, like, I couldn't get into their house for the longest time because this is really impressive and I'm actually really, this is beautiful. Okay. I think it's the dragon sculptures that you need. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is also effects. So what we've got here are, Chrysaea submitted these. These are like window panes. So you can put in like diamond-shaped window panes if you want that kind of a window. And they've covered the walls, if there are walls. I'm not sure that, there may not be anything here as a wall. No, there is. Okay, so she skinned the walls with what I used on the floor in another house, which is, this is just a wooden texture. Mine was butterscotch. She's darkened it. Just in case you didn't know, you can always change the colors of, you know, the effects that you're dealing with, that you're working on. You can change the colors. I think those are effects as well. Yep. See the Christmas tree lights? Cardi has added Christmas tree lights as an effect. That also wasn't easy because they're a straight line. So she had to split each one and turn them. This was tricky. And the candle is also an effect. This is really well done. This is, it's deceptive about how easy it could be. It's not easy. This was tricky. This took effort. Just seems that, just as somebody who's worked with a lot of EHT, I can tell you this was not simple. This took a lot of extra effort to make something look proper. You know, you try to make something look real, and it takes extra effort to do that, just to get to the starting place you would get with a real item. So this is... Oh, hello, Moo. I never noticed it before, but it looks like he's got stitching up the sides of his nose. Do you guys see that? There's stitching on it. It's really strange. Oh, this is Silver Rose 61. 322 effects. Really impressive. And this is their oven, I guess. But I really do want to spend it. That also is an effect that, see that? Oh, look, you can just see how much has been done by hand here, right? This has all been done by hand to create a home that looks the way that they want it to look without having to worry about, you know, well, I don't really want it to look like this. I want it to look different than I can in the game. And so this is just really well done. Yeah. I did this once, but... Okay, sorry about that. Enjoy. Sorry that... I forgot it's Friday. If you guys go over there, it's fine. I understand. You are EUers mostly, so I won't be offended. But I'm going to keep looking at this stuff. Yeah, this is phenomenal. I mean, for that's not easy stuff. I always want to, like, kind of smack people on the head who say, not really though, I wouldn't really do that, who say, you know, oh, it's cheating, it's so much easier with EHT, you took the shortcut. And it's like, you don't even know what you're talking about. I see him. He's got 19 viewers. He's there. No, go ahead. You're fine, Blind. I appreciate you even stopping in. I understand. I'm okay. I'm doing an A anyway, so go ahead and enjoy your you. All right, so then she built this other structure. Okay, light's coming out, so I can turn off my light. No worries. I am not offended. Okay, so there's another stairway up? Or down? Oh, I suppose this was the way I was supposed to go? Oh, wow, I'm kind of lost. I think more is coming. So there's the second floor. Okay, so you can see it from the outside here. Just how much work she put into it. But, you know, and I say this every time, and I'm going to say it until the day I die, but I actually paid Cardi to put, not real money, but game money, to put in those festive trellis flowers. You know, you see the ones that are purple, yellow, and pink. That's an actual item, and it's a crown item that you can only get from a set. So I was like, you know, screw it. That's not fair. People should be able to put that up if they want to. So I had him back when he wasn't working for ZA, so I paid him with gold to put that in. And so whenever anybody uses it, I'm so happy. It just tickles me because I'm just like, oh, they're using my thing, you know? And that makes me feel better about it because I dropped a lot of money on all of the effects that I had added. I dropped millions. Each effect cost $1 million. So I had dozens of effects, and I would pay for other people's effects. So like the cows, I paid for those even though they weren't my effects. I told people I would fund them so that people could enjoy more effects. So I dropped a bank, and so I'm really glad. And there came a point in which he wouldn't take my money anymore, but that was near the end. So here's something you may not know. Chrysaea hand drew this. This particular item, this window pane thing, she hand drew because the thing she wanted didn't exist. So she hand drew it, scanned it in, and sent it to Cardi, who made it into a window pane that she could insert. So this person's using the thing that Chrysaea created from pretty much scratch, which is amazing to me. I love the idea that someone is using someone else's. Yeah, she hand drew this. So it's so nice when you see people using something that somebody else made from scratch, because it's like, you know, their hearts went into it, and I love that. So that makes me so happy to see. It really does. Like, everything today is making me happy. I just don't know what it is. And then I'm going to log and be sad because I won't have you guys around. And then I'll cry. Tierna, you have a house up. I have to go look at your house. I hope I didn't miss anything. Let me just finish here babbling over how great this is, and then I will Then I will go look at, I think your house is up. I saw something, I think, with your name on it. I could be wrong. Ah, I love this view. Now, if I got this property, what I would do is something similar to what Tawantl did. Tawantl, yeah, seriously. Yeah, I gotta see. Let me pull it up. But what Tawantl did is they created this tremendous treehouse in their Moon Sugar. If you haven't seen it, you should probably go there. I think it's an open house. And it's super tall. And what I would probably want to do is create a super tall structure up high, but that focuses on this particular view. That's what I would want to do. It's just like, she has a viewing platform, Tawantl does, on one of the levels that looks at this. But I think I would want to build a freestanding structure that had that view. So I just, like a window or something. It's just, I haven't bought this property. Maybe one day I'll spend the couple of bucks and buy it, but I'm a cheap bastard right now. Besides, I don't have any contest to use it for at the moment. Like, I'm recycling certain properties right now, so. All right, let's see what I was thinking of with Tierna. I may be on crack. Wouldn't be the first time. I think I already put my professor to sleep. I think he's already asleep. I think I broke him. That's sad. All right, Tierna, your ebony flask. Your Teelan first home. Is it okay if I go? Is that okay? It's open house. So, I'm gonna press this button in a second. Tierna. Oh, I don't think she's... Oh, okay, there I go. A friend of mine posted a picture from, good Lord, 3rd grade? Something like that, from Halloween, 3rd grade. I think I have the pictures thing that I can show you. Good Lord. Let's see if it works. She just posted this picture of me. If it's showing. Let's get the party started. That's me. See me in the cat's shirt? That is me in the cat's shirt. I went as a cat with a cat's shirt on, and somehow I had a bow tie as a collar, and you can't really see it, but I had cat earrings and stuff. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. So this was Halloween. She went as a baseball player, and I went as a cat. Because I'm so original, I wore a cat's t-shirt. That's just so original of me. Whatever. Just cute that she posted that, and it's such a childhood thing. I mean, I'm so old now. Anyway, so this is Teelan, which is your character, I'm assuming. Her first house. Is this the one that, like, you created? Or is this, like, the first house you ever made for yourself? Or was this an RP first home kind of thing? I'm curious to know about that. This is actually really clever. You used oh, okay, an Orcish platform, but you put the bedroll on top of it, and so it's like they lifted it up off the ground. This is gonna sound sick, but oh, I gotcha. It reminds me of because I turn everything into the Civil War. A lot of the Civil War soldiers would try to lift their stuff off the ground, either with using, like, they would suspend things via planks, or they would try to use, you know, a Y-shaped crutch and then put, like, stuff between it. Because oftentimes, especially in the camps, there were rats. And the last thing you wanted was rats crawling all over you. So this is actually just reminded me of that. And I doubt there's rats in the ebony flask. But should there be, Tiernan is not going to be affected. Oh, look at the couch. Also, two bedroll thingies at an angle with one another. It looks actually quite comfortable. Um, okay, lurk away. My friend Eula, my friend, is like all in love with your musical choices. So he's like a fan of you now because you are musically inclined. There is a lizard in Ebony Flask. There are possibly also cats in Ebony Flask. You know what I had in my first house? Try quite honestly. I had this chair, this table, this candle. That was it. That's all I had. So this is great. I mean, especially for your first house. Good Lord. My first house was not like that. My first house was pathetic. I was like a prisoner. Maybe I had some bread and water, and that's it. So, Cyan, yay! We've got some houses today. Usually it's been lately. I haven't had much to look at on NA. But what's funny is I wrote a message to, I forget who told me this, but I wrote a message to Cardi because one of the people who watches my stream said to me, we have a little bet going on within our own guild that if someone can view a house on an open house before you and sign it before you did. And so nobody's won the bet yet. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's how most of us start. So another bet lost because I just signed up on that. So this is the Golden Griffin. Oh, okay. Furnishing with this Kuma bubbler. That's funny. Yeah, gotcha. And it is pretty cozy. Wow. So this is amazing for the Golden Griffin. Holy smokes. You know, you walk in and you've got this beautiful floral walls and reskins and this cozy little meal. It's very romantic. And the waterfall, goodness. And a flying pet, which, like I said, I love the movement. So this is great. This is beautiful. And, you know, it's hard to believe what it is. And that's an interesting thing because this has this particular apartment has a cathedral ceiling. So the fact that she put the trellis over it makes it hard to see the cathedral ceiling, and I think it actually is better. I wouldn't have guessed that, but it is. All right, we're gonna do another one. I have to go back and do it because there's some people who haven't seen me do it. There are some people who haven't seen me do my water slide. I have to do it. Have to. I'll try not to scream with glee this time. I'll keep my glee to myself. Wow, it's crazy. Something popped up on my Facebook that says, here, you can look back on this post from 11 years ago. 11 years ago, there was Facebook? Wow, I forgot about that. Jesus. It's so long ago now. All right. Pretty soon it's going to be like 40 years ago, if I'm alive that long. So here is my water slide, for those of you who may not have seen it. I'm going to do it again. Do it again! Just like that. Do it again. All right. We're going to do it again. I'm going to do it again. Water slide. Whee! Splat! Oh, I missed the target. I just came down just short of it. But that is the water slide. You are all welcome to come and play in the water slide if you should like. And I really do want to put something up front that's like, you must be this tall to ride. But I know that it's not quite to the rules. So what, so let me tell you what's going to happen after the contest is over. After Jay Hart finishes the contest, this is going to go all the way to the roof. We're going to go all the way up to the top of the globe because you can. And that's going to be the water slide drop. And it's going to be incredible. It's going to be wonderful. I'm going to love it. A huge slide. It's funny, I actually bought this house with the idea of a slide. I spent real money to do that. Crazy person. That's cute. All right, go, 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 go. All right. Who else we got? Who else we got? Quicksilver. What's all with the small houses? I don't recall. I wonder if there's a contest going on for small houses that I don't know about. Because there's a lot of small houses going up. I guess we have a lot of small builds that are being called for. Like the ESO Housing Network one was the 30 slot. So that could be part of it. Merkston. I don't know them. All right. Do you want me to wait until after it's not a work in progress? Let's go to the Moonmirth that is not a work in progress. Morgaya's Moonmirth. Whole bunch of new people. Look at all these new builders. I'm so happy to see them. Or maybe they're old builders who just got used to EHG now. This shark keeps rolling up on me and I don't know why. So, Griff, tell me the new name. Please. Just so you guys all know, I won't be streaming tomorrow. I have to go away up north, but I'll be back the day after on Sunday. I'm not entirely looking forward to leaving the house, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So this is Morgaya, no effects, 135 out of 200 items, Moonmirth, and lots of detail. And I like that there's a knife just laying there like that. Firelight to make it cozy. Things up on the wall to raise the eye a little bit. Stuff in the cubbies. This pleases me greatly. That's interesting. I'm surprised I've never seen anyone do that before. They took the regular like Halalu or Redoran chairs and then just plopped the Khajiit pillow in there. You suck. Tell me today. You probably don't even have a name for me. Have you guys ever noticed the weird thing about the Jerboa's tail? It's hollow. There's a hollow bit at the... It's like a plug. Isn't that odd? It just weirds me out. It's like it's got a plug tail. I don't know. I'm weird. All right. And then we've got some nice furnishings. Ooh, somebody went to a lot of trouble for this. Maybe they work on USB. It drives me crazy because every time I see it, I'm just like, why is it hollow? Like from the sides even you can tell. It's hollow. Isn't that weird? Sorry, Jerboa. You're still cute, but you plug in. It's a mouse! Get it? Oh my god, that was horrible. That was terrible. But I'm liking like the deliberate placement of the shells, the way that they are. That was awful. Why do you guys put up with me? This is beautiful. Very well done. Lots of detail. The dice, the key, the gems, everything. Very well done. And a skooma thing up top. You know, it's funny. People always have their skooma burners on. And I'm always thinking... I'm always thinking like, gosh, you're wasting an awful lot of skooma with no one around, right? But it does look prettier. Okay, so good job. I like. Little fishing poles up against the corner. Lots of little details. I'm afraid I'm going to miss some, so I'm trying to be very careful. Because there's definitely thought went into, like, all the little things, even. So I just want to make it one last sweep. The little jewelry box down there. Very nice. Okay. That was a terrible, terrible job. Terrible. Terrible. It was terrible. Alright. Come on. Come on. Come on. Anyone else? Kitten Sticks. Black Vine Villa. Aww. No kitten sticks. Yeah, they really did. It's so sweet when you see somebody put a lot of effort into the detail. Like, you know that they care about it enough. You know, it's like, it's just, I'm always a little touched when somebody goes to that kind of trouble for their build. It's like, you know that they loved it enough to do a good job on it, and they don't really need to, and yet they do. And I like that. One last one. Let's do the Merchdesen. Potentates. The potatoes. Tonight will be housing and pizza, probably. Friday night pizza. I shouldn't do it. I shouldn't do it. I should be good. I should have vegan food and just suck it up. But pizza is so tempting. Okay, go, 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 go. Go. I wonder if they can make a second version of Potentate's Retreat that has you just walk out into the garden, like into the backyard. No house. You just walk right out into the yard, and they make it like half price. I would buy it. Possibly. It's still too expensive. So we've got we don't have. I don't know that it would satisfy my craving anyway, because I'm so bad like that. This is true. So they've reskinned this room. Oh my gosh. Do you guys see this? They've done more than reskin it. They've got triptychs. The money that went into that. And the flowers are beautiful. Look at that. This is such a lovely room. I like the occasional dangling vine of regular ivy too, so it's not just the moon stuff. Isn't that nice? I like that. Okay. It's so easy to miss stuff in this house. Yes. Well, that's all water beds. Aren't all water beds kind of nauseous stuffy? Well, thank you. I will think about it. This is Potentates. This is Mercdesen's Potentates. Pretty much reskinned on the interior because nobody likes mold. See all the mold? Isn't that awful? It's worse than just mold. It's even got like lichen bits and stuff. You see the round things? There's like multiple kinds of mold growing on it. It's just awful. The round mold spots are supposedly, hold on. I'm curious about this because this has been bugging me quite a lot. It's like, what are the round ones? Yeah, oh, too much mold. Well, I don't know the name of the round one. I was trying to find something that would tell me what the round spots of mold are. I guess back when I was working in the house stuff. Oh, here we go. Guide to mold and what they mean. Okay. All right. If you see green mold, It could be any kind of unwelcome fungus. So this green mold is fine, I guess. Anything. The green color tells you nothing. White mold is a penicillium genus. It used to be penicillin years ago. It's usually found on walls. If you're sensitive to mold, you may develop an allergic reaction to it. So those molds seem to be kind of okay. So I wonder if they actually did any research into it to see if whether or not to not use the bad mold. That's crazy. So, penicillin on the walls, folks. Go look it if you get sick or something, you know. I'm a horrible person. So this is the hallway down. You know, we just totally, all of us who passed up on it because the mold just completely walked away from the gold mine of penicillin, which they probably didn't know about in those days. Oof. You know, Calgranted, every time, Calgranted gets me. So impressive and big. Yeah, true. It was a joke. Of course you clean the penicillin off the walls. I'm just saying, save it when you do. What that also means is all those abandoned homes in the area around elsewhere are probably covered in penicillin. So they should all have it. Ooh. I think we found the naughty place. And not good naughty. Bad naughty place. Scary naughty place. Yeah, he's beautiful. They need a female dragon, though. They need just to have a female dragon, I think would be really cool. I'm kind of disappointed that we don't have a female dragon. Women can be just as imposing, especially when they're giant monsters that breathe gas or something. This is true. Good point. Maybe that would have saved them. Okay, so just a little hangout to sit here and look out. Which one? IDT? What does IDT mean? I don't think female exists? I should know that. Well, the boys all have, I mean, they have male voices. You would think, just based on the voice. That they have male voices. I don't know. I guess we just assume they're male because they're deep and whatever. I don't know. How? That doesn't make sense. There's dragon eggs. How can you not have... You're mean. And besides, the griffins are terrifying too. Very terrifying. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad. Normally I just send a flower, but I figured I'd send you something fun. Dragon eggs are not fake. Dragon eggs are real. Just as real as dragons in general. Okay, I'm gonna call it early. I'll drag us into Jayhard, that way he'll get some more followers, even though most of you are already there. Dragon eggs are not fake. Wamasu. We're going to have this fight, aren't we? This is going to be an ongoing fight. I just know it. All right. Let me drop you off into J-Heart. Have a good one, and I'll see you tonight at the hike. And we'll do that then. A little bit of sound. Raid. And go.